Hi everyone, welcome back to your Pilates class. Today we'll be doing a class using a ball. So you can use a squidgy ball, you can use a football, you can use a tennis ball, or if you don't have one to use, you can always go without and do all the exercises without one. Just need to make sure you've got enough space to move around. And we're going to start standing on the mat today. So holding your ball down towards the floor, making sure your head is nice and high up towards that ceiling, standing nice and tall. And we're going to start with an exercise called your roll downs. So all you're going to do is nod your chin to your chest and slowly roll yourself down towards that floor, letting your hands reach down. If you can, touch the ball to the floor, keeping your legs nice and straight. And then you're slowly going to bring yourself back up to standing, holding that ball nice and tall. I'll show you from the side. Again, nodding the chin, slowly taking yourself down. So you let your shoulders shrug forward. You keep your legs nice and straight. You reach the ball all the way down to the floor, stretch through those legs, and slowly bring yourself back up. Ready to go straight back down. Let's try the next one with some breathing. So breathing in, as you breathe out, nod your chin, bringing yourself down towards that floor, pushing the air out of your lungs as you go down. Breathe in at the bottom, and then as you breathe out again, start to move, restack, up you come, nice and tall. One more like this, then we'll change it. Again, use the out breath to bring you down to that floor. Keep your arms straight as well if you can. Hold it there for an in-breath, and then breathing out, bring yourself back up, standing nice and tall, still holding the ball. So we're going to do this exactly same exercise, but this time we'll start moving our arms with the ball. So taking those arms nice and high up towards the ceiling, reaching that ball up, hold it at the top. And you're going to slowly start to float that ball down. It passes your face. As it goes down to the floor, you nod that chin. Take yourself into your roll downs again, reaching down and then bringing yourself back up. We'll do this 2 more. Up you go, reaching nice and high with those arms. And then slowly take them back down. Follow the ball as it goes down towards that floor. Stretch those legs. Hold it. And bring yourself back up. Last one, sending the ball up towards the ceiling, taking it back down. Follow it with your eyes as it reaches down towards that floor. Keep your weight over your toes if you can, and then bring yourself back up. Once you're up to standing, hold yourself up here. Taking your legs wider now. So one step out to the side and another step out to the side. Again, we'll be using the ball again, stretching. So it starts down towards the floor, and then you're going to reach the arms up nice and high. Slowly take that ball down. Again, follow it down, taking yourself into a roll down again. Once you're at the bottom, you're going to hold yourself here. You're going to slowly start to take the ball over to your right foot. So try and keep your body nice and level. Just stretch through that side, reaching the ball towards that right foot. And then we're going to slowly bring it back to that center point. And we're going to take the ball over to the left foot. Again, stretch as much as you can. If you can reach that foot, that will be great. And bring it back to center. And bring yourself back up to standing. Reaching the ball up again, nice and high. And slowly bringing it back down. Nod that chin, down we go towards that floor. Again, over to the right foot. Hold it here this time. If that ball is on the floor, I want you to roll the ball away from you. So it's still going over to the right. You're going to reach as far as you can, no wobbling. Keep yourself nice and stable here. Roll it back to that foot, and then we're going to bring it back to that center point. Over to the left, stretching over first. Find that foot, and then slowly roll the ball away as much as you can. Hold it here, and then bringing it back. Bring it back to center, and you'll bring yourself back up. Standing nice and tall. So keeping your feet in this same position, we're just going to do a bit more stretching through your sides. So I want you holding the ball in your right hand. And from here, we're going to lift that right arm up towards the ceiling. As it reaches that ceiling, we're then going to go into a little side bend, so taking the ball over and away from you. Hold it here, and then slowly bring yourself back to that centre point, float your arm down, and we'll pass the ball over to the left hand. Ready to go on this side, reaching up first, and then we'll take it over. Reach the ball away so you feel a nice stretch, hold it, and then bring yourself back, float the arm down. Let's start to breathe with it now. So over to the right hand, in breath, reach up. Use the out breath to take you over into that stretch. Your left arm just hangs down. And then again, on and in breath, bring yourself back. Out breath, float that arm down. Try it over to the left side now. Big in breath as you reach up. And then push the air out as you take yourself over. Hold it there. And bring yourself back. Float that arm down. Well done. One more each side. Nice and long with the arm. Take it over. Stretch as far as you can go. And bring yourself back up. Arm comes down. Last time over to the left. Up we go. And over. Hold it here, reaching away. And then bring yourself back to centre. Float the arm down. You can relax. Well done with the stretching. We'll now go into a little exercise called squats. So I'll show you from the side what they're going to look like. We will be using our arms as well. So again, we will take our feet wider. So you make sure your feet are nice and wide. Nice and wide. Ball starts down towards the floor. And then from here, I want you to think like you're sitting down on a chair. So you sit your bottom back and you take your arms out in front of you. And then you squeeze to come back up to standing. Ready to go down again. Sitting back, arms forwards, and bring yourself back up to standing. So we'll keep going with those. Down you go. And bringing yourself back up. Let's start to squeeze the ball between those hands. Keep your arms nice and long if you can. And slowly bring yourself back up. And again, squeeze the hands as you sit yourself down. Keep your back nice and straight. And up. Release that ball. Two more. Down you go. Good. And pick it back up. Last time. Down. Squeeze the ball. Keep the arms straight. Bring yourself back up. Standing. And then give those knees a bend. Again, sticking with the same exercise, but we're going to add a bit more in now. So fall back down towards the floor. Legs are a bit wide. And we're going to sit ourselves down and take the ball forwards. We're going to hold ourselves here now. Make sure you're nice and balanced. All I want you to do is lift the right heel off the floor and pop that heel back down. And we're going to pick the left heel off the floor and pop it back down. Hold yourself here. Let's do it one more time. Squeeze the ball this time. Squeeze those hands together as you lift the right heel off and pop it back down. Last time over to the left, keep squeezing. Take that foot back down and stand yourselves back up. Give those knees a bend. Well done. So hopefully you're starting to warm up now. We're going to go into an exercise to warm that spine up a bit more. We're going to go into some rotation. So taking the ball, and I want you to pop it onto your chest. And I want your right hand on the ball, left hand on top of that right hand. Elbows out to the side, and let's start standing nice and tall. From here, I want you to turn your head to the right as much as you can, and then just your upper body turns round to the right as well. We keep our hands stuck to that ball, and that ball is stuck to our chest. We hold it here, and then we slowly bring it back to that start position. Ready to go to the left, turn of the head first. Now just the upper body turns round. Keep your lower body nice and stable. And bring yourself back to centre. On this next one, I want left hand on the ball, right hand on top. Gonna take it round, turn the head. Upper body moves. Hold it here this time. And then I want you to send your right hand away from you. So unfold at the elbow, send those fingers away from you, stretch the arm away, hold it nice and long as you bring yourself back to center and bend that arm back in. Switch hands, left hand on top this time, turn of the head first. Now rotate the upper body, bringing you round. Send those fingertips away from you, stretch as far as you can go. Bring yourself back to center, nice and slow. Bend the arm, pop it back down. Switching hands, one more each side. Turn as much as you can round to the right. Really stretch away that hand, reaching it away. Hold it nice and long as you slowly bring yourself back. Bend the arm back in. Last time to the left, turning and bring it round. Hold it here. Send that arm away from you, reach your fingertips away. Bring it all back to center. Hand back on the ball. Relax your arms. You're going to start laying down on the floor. So I want you to slowly bring yourself down to the mat. And then once you're down, I want you to pop the ball underneath your right foot for me. So your knees will be bent, so your left foot is firmly on the floor, your right foot is on top of the ball, and your arms are nice and long down by your sides. Your head's nice and heavy on the floor. We're going to start working our left leg first, so the ball isn't underneath that left foot. I need you to make sure that right leg stays nice and stable and it doesn't wobble at all. It will want to wobble because it is unstable. So from here, starting with the left leg, I want you to send that leg away from you. Off the floor it goes, straighten it, and then just hover it off the floor at that final position, and then slowly bring it back to that start position. So bending at the knee to straighten the leg as much as you can, push it away from you, hover it, and then slowly bring it back. Keep doing this exercise, making sure that right leg doesn't wobble at all. That's the hardest bit. Try and keep it nice and stable. We've got 3 more on this leg like that. Sending the leg away, nice and long, hover it just off the floor, and bend that knee back in. Bring that foot firmly back down to the floor. Ready to go again. 2 more. Send it away. And we're going to bring it back in. On this last one, pushing away as far as you can with that leg, and then slowly bring it back to that start position. Ready to go into the next exercise. Reshuffle the ball underneath that right foot if you need to, if it starts to move. And we're ready to go into that next exercise now. So still working with the left leg. I want you to send that leg away from you. Nice and long, hover it just off the floor. From here, we're going to slowly take it out to the side and bring it back in. So it's just a little movement, sending that left leg out to the side as much as you can without this right leg moving. And bring it back in. Keep that foot hovered off the floor, make sure it doesn't touch the floor. And back in. We don't want it to go up towards the ceiling either. Keep it nice and level. Bringing it back in. We've got 3 more on this side. That right leg will want to wobble. Try and keep it nice and steady. Good. 2 more. Out it goes. Keep it nice and strong. Last time. Sending that leg out to the side. Slowly bringing it back in. And you can bend that knee. Pop that leg back down. Again, reshuffle ball if you need to. We're not finished with this left leg working yet. So on this next exercise, I need you to make sure your bottoms stay stuck to the floor. They don't move, and the right leg doesn't move at all either. So working the left leg, send it away from you, hover it just off the floor, make sure it's nice and straight. From here, we're going to lift the leg up towards the ceiling. Again, bottoms down. And then we're going to slowly take it back down, hover it off the floor. It's not resting because we're going to go straight back up and bring it down. Let's add some breathing into it. So in breath, bring it up, and then out breath, slowly take it back down. Again, quick in breath to bring it up, slow out breath to bring it down. Last time. in and slow out. And then you can bend that knee back in, pop that foot on the floor. Last exercise on this left leg now. Going to go into an exercise called your single knee fold. So we're keeping the same shape of this left leg, we're just moving at your hip bone. From here, we're just going to float that left foot off the floor and then draw that left knee in towards us and slowly bring it back down. Try and keep your back nice and stable with this one, especially as the leg comes in and we bring it back down. Again, we have to focus on the right leg as well. Don't want it to wobble at all. And down. Let's start to breathe with this one. I want an out breath to bring that knee in and an in breath to bring it back down. Nice and slow. Again, in it comes. Take it down. Last time. Floating in towards you. Bring it back down. Once that foot's down, take that ball away. Stretch your legs away from you, just to release all those muscles that have been working. And then you can bend them back in. And let's go on the other side. Ball is underneath that left foot now. Again, it's going to be unstable, so let's try and keep it nice and strong. From here, we're going to be starting to work through that right leg. So keeping everything nice and steady, nice and stable. Send the right leg away from you, nice and straight. Hover it just off the floor, and then we'll slowly bring it back in. And we keep going with this exercise. Every time with the leg going away, focus on that left leg. Shouldn't be moving. You'll have one side that is harder than the other. You'll always have one side that is stronger. Maybe you can feel it on this side a bit more than you did on the other. Just try and keep it nice and slow so you can control the movement. And bring it back in. You've got two more on this side. Sending the leg away. And slowly bringing it back in. Bending at the knee, sending the foot away. And bring it back in. Reshuffle ball underneath that left foot if you need to, because we're going straight back into work with that right leg. We straighten it and it hovers just off the floor. We're slowly going to take it out to the side and bring it back in. Make sure you don't go too far with that leg as it goes out to the side. Otherwise, your left leg will want to follow. We don't want to see that. And it slowly goes out. Ready to draw it back in. Last three. Nice and strong, keeping everything nice and steady. And in. Two more. Sending it away. Last time. Taking it out to the side. Bring it back in. Bend that knee. Pop that foot on the floor. Legs are definitely starting to feel the work now. Again, sticking with the right leg. This time we're going to be lifting that leg up towards the ceiling. So keeping the bottoms nice and heavy again. Left leg nice and steady. Send the right leg away from you, nice and straight, and it hovers off the floor. From here, we're taking the leg up towards the ceiling. Bottoms heavy, and take it back down. And again, let's do some breathing. In breath, pick it up. Out breath, control it, going back down. That's the hard bit. Don't put it down, straight back up. And away. Three more, picking it up. Taking it back down. Last two, in breath. Quick in breath up, slow out breath. Control it. Last time, up. Take it back down. Bend that knee in. Pop that foot back on the floor. Rejig that ball underneath your left foot. Last exercise on the right leg now, into your single knee fold. The one where we're hinging our knee in towards us. So ready, we're going to float that right foot off the floor and draw that right knee in towards us and slowly take it back down to the floor. Ready to go again. Hinging at your hip bone and back down. Your leg doesn't change shape, you're just moving it here to draw that knee in towards you and controlling it back down. Three more. Out breath, picking it up. And in breath, brings it back down to the floor. Last two, try that breathe in, out breath, pick it up. In breath, down. Ready to go, last time, guys. In, that knee comes, and then bringing it back down. Once that foot's on the floor, take the ball away, and again, stretch those legs out just to release those muscles. Ready to go into our last exercise of this session. So, bend your knees back in. You need to have a little gap between your knees so the ball can pop between your knees. Still want your knees in line with your hips. Don't take them too wide out to the side. Now want your arms nice and long down by your sides. We're going to go into an exercise called your spine curls. So you'll feel your back starting to move. You'll feel your legs starting to work as well. So from here, we're going to use the back of the arms and feet to push ourselves away from that floor, bringing our bottoms away from the floor and pushing your hip bones up towards the ceiling. Back is nice and long once you reach the top, and then you slowly bring yourself back down to the floor, bit by bit, bottom, last thing to hit that floor. Ready to go again, pushing up and away from the floor, nice and high, back is nice and straight at the top, and then we control it going back down. On this next one, let's squeeze the knees together, so squeeze into the ball as you push up. Keep that squeeze as you control yourself going back down. 3 more. Keep squeezing the ball as much as you can, pushing those hip bones up away from the floor and control it back down. Last 2. Up we go. Push to the back of the arms, push through those feet to lift you up and take it down. Last little one. Up you go, nice and high. Control yourself going back down. Right, from here, we're going to keep the ball between our knees and we're just going to slowly take our hands behind our heads. So our head is nice and heavy in our hands and our elbows are out to either side. Ready to go into an exercise called your curl up. So from here, you're going to nod your chin and slowly bring yourself up away from that floor, keeping your bottom nice and heavy. And then you're going to slowly bring yourself back down. Ready to go again. So nod the chin first, the head comes off the floor, and then we're aiming to get our shoulder blades off the floor. And then slowly bring yourself back down. So with your breathing, out breath, nod of the chin, pick yourself back up. And in breath, slowly bring yourself back down. Let's start to squeeze the ball. So nod the chin, curl yourself up, squeeze the knees together, hold that ball there. Hold that squeeze as you take yourself back down to the floor. Once that head is back down, release the knees. Ready to go again. Nod of the chin, pick yourself up, squeeze the ball, keep that squeeze, and down, release. 2 more. Up we come, nice and high, squeezing, and bringing ourselves back down. Last time, get up as high as you can, squeeze the ball, take yourself back down, and release. So, sticking with that exercise, we're just going to add some more work into it. Our hands are still behind our heads, so nice heavy heads in those hands. And again, we're going to bring ourselves up into that curl up and we're going to hold ourselves here. Then we're going to straighten the right leg away from us. So point the toes, unfold at the knee, and then bring that foot back down to the floor. But I don't want your head to go back down just yet. Onto the left side, point the toes away, send that leg away, and then slowly bring it back down to the floor. And then you can bring that head back down. Have a rest. But we're going to go straight back up, nod the chin, up we come, hold it up here if you can. And right leg, point those toes, send that foot away. And that foot comes down, keep your head up, over to the left, send the leg away, point the toes. Bring that foot down, head back down, rest. Ready to make it a bit harder now. So we're going to have to stay up in that curl up a bit longer. Make sure the head does not come down to the floor. Taking a nod of the chin to bring you up away from the floor. Hold it here. Right leg, point the toes away, nice and high, and bring that foot back down. Can we curl up a bit more? Up we come from that floor, and left foot, point the toes, send them away, and take them back down. One more each side, head doesn't rest just yet, right toes, point them away, and back down. Last time over to the left, taking the toes away, bringing that foot back down, head down, and you can rest those tummy muscles. Give them a rub, send your arms away from you nice and long, stretching as much as you can. But hands are going to go back behind those heads now. Haven't finished yet. This next exercise we're going to be doing, we're going to go and get your side muscles working. So again, hands behind those heads, make sure your elbows are out in your side view. You can see them out of the corner of your eyes. Again, we're going to nod the chin, pick ourselves up away from the floor. This time, I want you to take your right hand and I want you to reach it round to your left knee. So let's see if we can tap our left knee and then bring that hand back behind the head. Head still lifted away from the floor. Left hand this time, tap it around to the right knee, tap that knee if you can, and bring that hand back. Hold it here. We're going to do one more each side. Right hand, tap the left knee, tapping down, and hand back behind head. Last time with the left hand, tapping that right knee, bring that hand back, bring that head back to the floor, and rest. Again, take the ball away, stretch your legs away from you, and stretch your arms away from you. Just so you can stretch all those muscles that have worked very hard in your body, because this is your last exercise of this session. We're going to do an exercise called your hundreds. So your ball will be between your knees. Your feet are firmly on the floor. I'll show you what we're going to do first, and then we can do it together. So you start with your arms down by your sides, and from here we're going to pick our head up off the floor, nod the chin, and pick our shoulder blades off the floor. Your hands will be hovered just off the floor, nice and long, and we're going to start to beat your arms. So tummies need to work to keep you up here. Be careful of your necks. If your necks don't like this one, you can keep your hands behind your head. That's absolutely fine. We will pulse here for a count of 30. So we can all do it together. Everyone starting with their heads on the floor, and their arms are nice and long, fingertips are away from them. Let's squeeze our knees together into that ball, and we're going to slowly nod our chin and pick ourselves up away from that floor. Shoulder blades off and your bottom is nice and heavy. From here, let's start to beat those arms. Nice strong beats, up and down. Keep our head lifted if you can. Remember, if you want to pop your head on the floor, that's fine. Or you can take your hands behind your head as well. Let's keep squeezing those knees together and sending those fingertips away from us. We've got 10 more beats, guys. Keep it up here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that head back down to the floor, and you can take that ball away, pop it to the side. Stretch your arms away and stretch your legs away. You did very well to get through that exercise. And then you can slowly bring yourselves up to sitting. So if everyone grabs their ball and slowly brings themselves onto their sides, it doesn't matter what side you start on. From here, I want you nice and long. I want your hand, your arm bent and your hand underneath your head. So your head is nice and supported. Your legs will be bent, feet lined up with your bottom, and that top hand will be out in front of you, leaning on that ball. We're going to go into an exercise called your oyster. So we're going to be moving the legs, moving them at the hip. So from here, I want you to open your knee up towards the ceiling, and then slowly close it back down. So as you open that knee up towards the ceiling, I want you to keep your heels and your feet together. and down. And let's make sure as it opens up, we don't roll back. It's only the leg that is moving. Nice and long through your waist. Keep opening, sending the knee up towards the ceiling as much as it will go, and taking it back down. Keep it nice and slow so you can control it, and back down. Top arm, it shouldn't be doing too much yet. It's just giving you a bit of balance. It's mainly there for your next exercises on this side. And again, opening up and back down. 3 more like this. Squeeze in to take that knee up towards the ceiling. Keep those heels pressed together. Last 2. Up it goes. And taking it back down. Last time. Send that knee up. And slowly close it back. Next exercise, same sort of position. So from here, we're going to open that top leg up. Keep your heels pressed together. Knees up towards the ceiling and your leg is going to stay in this position. We're going to move from here. So we are going to hinge at the hip to draw that knee up towards the ceiling and in towards us, and slowly control it going back down. So you need to keep your knees apart and squeeze to bring it up and back down. Well done. And in it comes. As it comes back down, make sure your heels click together and it'll be ready to go back in and down. Good. So that top hand is just giving you a bit more support now. You might want to press into the ball so you don't lean forwards too much. Make sure you're not rolling back. 3 more if we can manage them. Hinging at the hip to draw that leg in and control it back down. Last 3, squeezing that leg up. Well done. Last one. Take it back down. Hold your leg here. So your heels are still together, your knees are apart. From here, I want you to unfold that top leg. We unfold at the knee to point the toes away. And then let's slowly bring that foot back, heel back to heel. Ready to go again. Send it away nice and straight. And back in. Try to make sure it's only the lower part of the leg that's moving. Keep that upper part of the leg nice and stable if you can. And send it away. 3 more. And take it back in. Last 2. Point through the toes to go away. And in. Last time. Away. Bring it back in. Once your heels are back together, close those knees. Relax. And we can go on to the other side. Ready to switch sides. So slowly roll yourselves over. And let's get ourselves set up on this side. So, nice and long on the mat. Hands underneath head. Top arm is out in front of you and your hand is on that ball. And your knees are slightly bent. Feet are lined up with your bottom. Once you're there, let's start to open that top knee towards the ceiling. And take it back down. Keep it nice and slow so you can control it. And make sure you don't roll back as that knee opens up. Upper body isn't doing anything. This top arm is just giving you a bit of support, keeping you stable, especially as you start to move that top leg. And down. Couple more, warming that hip up. And remember, let's squeeze the heels together. They stay stuck together on this one. And down. Last 3. Bringing it back down. This is your last 2. Open that knee up as much as you can towards the ceiling. And take it back down. Last 1. And it comes back down. Once that knee is towards the bottom knee, hold it there. Going into the next little exercise. So we open that top knee up towards the ceiling and we hold it there. We then start to hinge the leg at the hip. So the knee is going up towards the ceiling and in towards us. And then we're going to tap the heels back down together. Ready to go again. off it comes, in towards us, and back down. This is where that top arm starts to work, gives you a bit of balance, keeping yourself nice and steady. And up. And take it down. Make sure your knee doesn't start to drop towards your other knee. Keep that wide position. And down. Can we manage 3 more? Hinging in. Well done, guys. Nearly there. 2 more. Last time. Hinging it in. Popping that foot back down, heel to heel. Keep the knees apart. And from there, we're unfolding the top leg and we're pointing those toes away. And then bending it so heel comes back to heel. Ready to send the foot away again. Point the toes, good toes. And bring it back in. Stretch the leg away from you as much as you can. Slowly bring it back in, bending at the knee. 3 more. Push away. And that foot comes back in. Last 2. Make sure the knees don't drop. And bring it back in. Last time. Send it away. Bring the heel back to the heel. Close the knee down. And you can relax. Well done. So, last exercise, we're going to change our positioning again. So from here, I need you to bring yourself down to the floor and your head will be down on the floor. So we're lying on our tummies. Our legs are going to be wide, so out to either side. And I just want you to relax the legs. From here, I want you to pop your ball underneath your right hand. So if you look over to the right, your hand will be in line with your face. You look to the left, your hand will be in line with your face as well. We are going to start with our heads down on the floor, elbows down on the floor. Ball is underneath that right hand, nice and relaxed. Forehead down, nose is tucked under. From here, we're going to roll our nose on that floor. So our nose is just hovered off the floor. And then we're going to slowly pick ourselves up away. Keep the elbows down, lift that head away from the floor. What I don't want you to do is take your eyes up towards the ceiling. I want you to keep looking down at the floor and then slowly bring yourself back down and relax. Ready to go again. Roll the nose first. Hover the nose just off the floor. And then we're going to slowly pick ourselves back up. Just want you to get used to this movement. Taking yourself back down. 2 more. Elbows stay down. Don't want you to lift yourself up away from that floor too much. And bring it back down. This will be your last one. Then we'll start to add some more work through your arms. Picking yourself up. Remember, keep your eyes down towards the floor. And then slowly bring yourself back down. Ready to go into the next bit together. So again, we're going to go with the same movement. This time we're going to hold ourselves up in that position. So roll the nose, pick yourself up away from the floor, elbows down, eye line down. From here, right hand, we're going to roll the ball away from us. So the ball rolls down the arm, we stretch the arm away, and then we're going to slowly bring that hand back to that start position. Make sure your elbow's back down on the floor, and then you'll bring your head back down. Ready to go again, pushing away from that floor. Hold yourself here nice and strong as you push that right hand away nice and straight. And then we'll slowly bring it back in. Pop the elbow down and take that head back down. Last time, rolling, picking yourself up and away. Push the ball away. Slowly bring it back in. Elbow down, head down, relax. Then we're going to take that ball over to our left hand. So again, making sure you're still in that same position. Arms out to either side. Making sure they're in line with your head when you have a look at them side by side. And from here, again, we're going to lift our heads away from that floor. Eye line is down. Let's start with that left hand now. So the ball slowly rolls away from us. It rolls down our arm. Arm is nice and straight. And then we'll slowly bring it back. So it's in line with our face. Elbow down. Bring your head back down. And again, pick yourself away from the floor, nice and strong up here. Push the left hand away. Point through the toes, point through the fingers. Slowly bring it back. And bring yourself down to the floor. Last time. Over the nose, pick yourself up and away. Push the ball away. Bring it back in. Elbow down, head down. And we're done with that exercise. Pop the ball to the side. And I want you to take your weight back onto your heels, so bottom down to your heels. Stretch those fingers away from you. Really try and keep that bottom stuck to your heels as you walk your fingers away from you. Stretching your back and your arms as much as you can. And then slowly bring yourselves up to sitting. Well done, guys. You've finished that session. I hope you've enjoyed it and hope to see you again soon. See you later.